Hello everyone, it's Ambragios the Dutch Angel Dragon here today with another video. So this week I wanted to do something a little bit more relaxing than my normal kind of videos. So I didn't want to have to go away and do research or extensive editing, and I thought the best way to do that is to show you my reptiles. I've got to go through them all today anyway and do the day-to-day activities I normally would do, so I thought I'd bring you along. Hopefully you enjoy this video. So let's get on to the very first one. First up we have the very first snake I've owned. Now this is Naruga. She is a royal python. I believe she's now just under 3 years old. So yeah, she's a lovely girl, so let's go in and meet her. Here she is! Now Naruga is very, very docile. I can wave my hand in front of her and she doesn't really give a damn. She's the calmest snake we probably have. She doesn't really care what you do. I can pick this up and she just won't move. But we won't disturb her anymore, so let's get on to what we normally would do. Okay, so first thing we do is we take this, just because it's been sitting over the night and we need to change it every single day to make sure that it's clean and fresh. So we'll take that with us. And then what I normally do is I just rummage through the substrate just to make sure she hasn't left any fecal matter over the night, because of course last thing you want is her sleeping in that all day. It's just bacteria and it's going to cause some problems if you don't dispose of it as soon as it's done. Not saying that you have to get rid of it immediately, but it's better to do so earlier rather than later. Just have a good rummage through the substrate, and then what I'll do next is I'll move stuff around just to make it a little bit more interesting for her, and so she has to go and find things and familiarise herself with her surroundings again. Bye bye! Lovely clean water. Just pop that in there and just get the substrate out of the way so she can't flip it over and make a mess. And then just cover the sides. Lovely. And there we have it. Not much difference, but it is to her really, and that's all that matters. So this is Naruga's next door neighbour, and this is Bert. Bert is a Kenyan sand boa. The common misconception is that all boas are massive. Kenyans are not. They're fairly small. There he is. Look. Tiny harmless little thing. He's just chilling and warming up in the sand. I've just taken his water out so I can fill that up in a moment, but he usually has other things in here as well. It's just the other night we were feeding them, and with him we have to take stuff out in order to get to him, but he just feeds in here. So yeah, he's easy to look after. Very similar kind of with Naruga, just a simple go through in the morning, check for any oopsies, change water. All of it is kind of tedious work, but you know, I enjoy doing it and I enjoy owning these reptiles, so it's all fun and games, but of course you do have to make sure that the requirements are met for the species. So they like very hot temperatures. Normally they're not supposed to have any humidity. It's a little bit too humid in here. It's just because we're in a converted attic, so it's always fairly humid in here. So it's not as dry as we'd like it to be, but it has been raining today, so it's a little bit higher than we normally have it up here. But with that one, let's go on to the next snakes, and with that one we'll have to go downstairs. Okay, so in this one we have a Crested Gecko. Now, Crested Geckos are very opposite to what you have seen so far. Now, I'm not going to try to show him to you because he just doesn't like human contact, so we just leave him be. He just thrives without human interaction. We just respect that and just, you know, let him live his life. The only times we'll take him out is to clean his setup or if we need to weigh him. But yeah, he's probably at the back, so again, I'm just gonna leave him be. But he's got the most extravagant setup because of course they like to keep themselves well hidden, and they're arboreal as well, so he's probably up in this general area. Let's get on to the ones that I can actually take out and show you. So now you've seen all these nice and fancy setups, these guys are kept in something a lot simpler and something that conserves the space. Now this is still a perfectly suitable setup. It's just a little bit harder to reach the certain temperatures because of course you can't put a ceramic heat lamp on top of these. So as long as you can reach the appropriate temperature with just a heat mat, that's absolutely fine. We're lucky enough to be able to do so, hence why we've got this setup. And we keep all their records here as well, so if anything's happened, if they've had any problems, feeding, weighing, that kind of thing. So this one is probably at the back, yeah, there he is. So this is Jack. Now Jack is another royal python. Come on boy, there we go. So yeah, they always huddle at the back just because that's where the heat mat is. But he is the baby in age and temperament. He's a lovely boy. Just let him sit there and just do his thing, and usually he just goes up a jacket if I'm wearing one and he'll just sit there. He's a very lovely boy. As you can see, he's very calm. He's just sussing things out like, what is she doing? But yeah, he's a very lovely boy, very lovely morph. I can let you know in the description if you would like me to as to their morphs and genetics. But yeah, this old boy has a story. So I used to have a rabbit called Jack, and we pretty much grew up together. Now he was a very strange rabbit. He had such a weird kind of personality. He had such a big heart. If I was sitting down somewhere, he'd kind of just run up and just flop by my side. And unfortunately, he passed away earlier this year due to a heart attack. He was old and he was a mixed breed, so he did have some problems as he grew older. But this boy kind of has the same coloration as Jack, so I thought, why not? Nice sentiment, let's just call him Jack. Just doing his thing, slithering about. Ooh, sneak, sneak. See, this one's good because I get to sit on the floor and do this. So again, same setup as Jack above, and of course you've got the records that we keep here, so if anything happens again or food related wise, we can all record it. Now this one I got from a reptile show earlier this year, summertime I believe. And you need your water changed because I didn't do it this morning. So again, this one is very much the opposite to Friendly. She's a super cinnamon, so she has attitude that comes with that genetic makeup. Mostly all super cinnamons just have a very aggressive, fiery attitude. This one's not too bad. I haven't been tagged by her yet, and for those that don't know what tagged is basically being bitten. But even if I was, that wouldn't stop me from what I'm doing. But yeah, she's a big girl. She's fine as long as you just leave her to do her thing. So if I take her out, I'll just literally put her on my lap and she'll just sit there and she's got no problems. But here, you can tell she's just kind of sussing us out. Like, do I bite this? Do I bite this? Do I not? What is this? But yeah, she's kind of the same case as the gecko, who's called Zaren, by the way. I didn't tell you that. Whoops. But yeah, she's very, very good with her food. Very aggressive feeder. But she's a lovely snake once you get past the attitude as well. She's lovely. It's just that initial attitude that puts people off super cinnamons. But yeah, she's looking like she wants a piece of me. I'll bite you. Okay then, so this is another snake here. So this is a hognose. Now this is a very young hognose, and I'm talking a few months young. This is my partner's, another pickup that we got from a reptile show. It looks like I've caught him while he's drinking his water, so I won't stay here too long because he's a little bit skittish of people. But yeah, he's a lovely little boy. His lovely little setup. So because he's young, he's got a lot of hides and stuff he can hide behind to make him feel safe. And then of course you've got his heat mat in this general area over here. So he usually takes this hide here because of course that's where all the heat is, and that's where it's heating up all the bedding. And of course we keep the water on the cool side so it doesn't go nasty during the night. But yeah, he's a lovely little boy. He's just sitting there hoping I haven't spotted him yet. Okay then, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Before I officially wrap this up, I just wanted to take the time and to go into research. Now, when buying any pet, not just reptiles, cats, dogs, guinea pigs, whatever it may be, you need to make sure that you're doing the appropriate research so you can be 100% sure that you can look after this animal while it's with you during its lifetime. So again, please make sure that you are indeed putting enough time into research. And also, when researching on the internet as well, please be a bit cautious because you're not always going to get good advice on the internet. You are going to be given bad advice and tips at one point or another. So you kind of need to learn how to pick the good from the bad advice. So again, you can ensure that your pet will indeed be happy and healthy throughout its lifetime. Okay, so that's all I just wanted to say before I wrap this video up. So again, research is a must when buying any animal. If you do need to get decent research websites about any reptiles in this video, pop a little comment down. I'm more than happy enough to give you links to some of the breeders of these animals in this video, and they have helped me out tremendously. If I've had any problems, they've taken the time to carefully reply to my query, and then I've done exactly what they've told me to do, and I've had no problems after that. So again, just take the time. It'll make your life a lot easier, and it will save on a lot of vet bills as well. Okay then, my lovelies, so that concludes this video. I would have liked to go on more in depth about the species that I've covered, but I don't want this video to be 20 minutes or so long like the last one, because it just takes too long to upload. But maybe I can do a separate video for that if you guys would like to see that. But again, I wanted to do something a little bit more relaxing, and since I don't have my suit yet, there's only so many topics I can discuss without having first-hand experience. But yeah, for the time being, I hope you enjoy this video. I should be getting my suit early next year at the moment. That's the completion date I have been given. But until then, I'll try to upload every 2 weeks with new content. But of course, I can't make any promises because, again, it's a little bit hard and it takes a lot of time to plan these videos. But exception with this one, because of course I can just ramble on about my pets. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I shall see you soon. So thank you very much for watching, and take care. Bye.